These are 6 easy side hustles for you to make anywhere from $400 to $1,000 per day. Some of these side hustles require absolutely no experience or skills, and anyone can do these, because why spend years mastering a skill when you can just YouTube all the very best cheat codes to making money in life? Am I right? Don't worry, these aren't going to be the standard side hustles you hear from everyone, like, oh, you should just start drop shipping or start a YouTube channel. But instead, these are side hustles that no one talks about very much, even though they are easy to do and can make you a lot of money. But be sure to watch to the end, because you know what they say, side hustles are like Pokemon. You never know which one is going to end up being the most valuable. Except instead of battling other Pokemon trainers, you're battling your own bank account. Number 1 on this list is a side hustle that requires no experience or special skills and is great for people who enjoy working with their hands. This is helping people organize their homes, building their furniture, or moving their furniture. You can do this easily using an app like TaskRabbit. TaskRabbit is a great app that lets you get paid for doing odd jobs for people. You can earn up to $400 a day by organizing spaces, building furniture for people, or helping them move. To get started, you'll need to sign up for TaskRabbit and create a profile. Once you're approved, you can start browsing through the available tasks in your area. The average rate for building furniture or organizing is anywhere from $18 to $28 an hour. Organizing requires no skills, and neither does building furniture really, because often it is IKEA furniture or other easily assemblable furniture, so all you need to be able to do is follow the instructions provided by the manufacturer. If you did this for 9 hours on a weekend day, you could easily make over $250 in a day, but if you help move furniture, you can charge up to $40 to $50 per hour or even more, so you can easily make $400 doing it for 8 hours on a weekend day. If you spent even just 1 day per week doing these tasks, you can make anywhere from about $1,000 to $1,600 per month in extra income on the side of your main job. With that extra money every month, you could finally afford to add that extra guac to your Chipotle order, because let's be honest, there's no truer measurement of success than being able to afford extra guac on all the things. Number 2 on my list requires only very basic skills, especially if you use ChatGPT to assist you. This side hustle is resume and cover letter writing. And the best part, you don't need any special skills to get started. You can use ChatGPT to help you write professional resumes and cover letters for your clients to help them get noticed by potential employers. To get started, you'll need to have some basic knowledge of what makes a good resume and cover letter, but even if you have no experience writing resumes or cover letters, you can use online resources to learn more about this and watch YouTube videos to learn what goes into writing a good resume and cover letter. The best part is that the average price for a single resume is between $100 and $200, but it can cost up to $400 or even up to $1,000 in some specialized cases. Usually it takes at least 2 to 3 hours to write a resume, but if you use ChatGPT, you can cut this down to a fraction of the time, because you can just review it and polish it up and make sure the final product looks great. So with this, you can easily make $100 for about 20 to 30 minutes of work. Cover letters are even easier to write, and ChatGPT can help you with that even more easily. For a cover letter, people will pay anywhere from $50 to $70, which you can also probably do in about 20 to 30 minutes or less using ChatGPT. So if you spend 8 hours on a weekend day writing resumes and cover letters, you could easily make a minimum of $1,000 a day, and you could make even more, up to $1,600 for 8 hours of work. With that kind of money, forget the extra side of guac, you could spring for the full-size appetizer. Yeah, with tortilla chips and all. Number 3 on the list. This side hustle is also one that requires no skills or experience. It is selling prints on Etsy. If you're a somewhat creative person, this could be the perfect side hustle for you. You can make up to $400 a day by selling your prints on Etsy. To get started, you'll need to create an Etsy shop and start designing and printing your art. Although you don't need much skill, you will need to invest in a good printer and some quality paper. You don't need to be an artist to do this. In fact, you can make some cool prints with fun phrases in cute fonts. This can be home decor or even cute little signs to remind people to wash their hands or to indicate when the dishes in the dishwasher are dirty or clean. There are so many uses that people can get from prints with writing on them. Or you can take photos of cool things you see in nature and then sell prints of that as art. But if you are talented with art, you can make a few art pieces by hand and then take high quality photos of them, and that will allow you to turn one piece of art into countless prints that you can sell to a large number of people so that you can continue to profit from it repeatedly. Also, if you want to play around with some graphic design, you can create some cool geometric graphic design prints that also don't take very much skill or experience as long as they are aesthetically pleasing. You will have to spend a little time and money marketing your Etsy store, and at first you might only bring in about $100 in a week, but as you learn how to manage your Etsy store and as your store gains good reviews, you can make between $1,000 to $2,000 per month passively while you work a full-time job, because the work required is fairly minimal and should only be a few hours per week. Because you know what they say, money can't buy happiness, but have you ever seen someone who just made $100 from selling 10 prints of a kitschy phrase on Etsy? That's pure joy right there. Yeah, people definitely say that. Quit asking questions. Anyways, there's so little risk involved in starting this side hustle, so you have very little to lose. And another thing that is super low risk that you can do to earn extra money is actually subscribing to my channel. It's absolutely free for you, and you'll get to see even more videos like this one to learn creative and fun ways to make extra money. Number 4 on the list, this side hustle also requires some basic writing skills, but you can also use ChatGPT to assist you with this side job. This side gig is writing copy for blogs, newsletters, or other online publications. This is something you can do from home and make up to $1,000 a day. ChatGPT can help you come up with creative and engaging content. You'll only need to have decent enough writing skills to be able to review the content that ChatGPT generates, polish it up, and put it into its final form. You should start by creating a blog or a portfolio of writing samples to showcase your skill. You can also work on that portfolio using ChatGPT. Once you've developed your portfolio, you can start searching for clients who are looking for people to help them or their company write blog posts, mass marketing emails, newsletters, or other online publications. The minimum hourly rate for writing copy is $50 per hour, but it can be as high as $200 per hour. However, many copywriters won't charge by the hour, but instead they'll charge per project because the value to the client can be quite high, and an hourly rate might not be commensurate with the value that they actually bring. For example, let's say you charge about $80 per hour for a sales page that takes you 6 hours to complete. You might make $480 in the end, but that sales page might go on to generate $100,000 for that company in sales. In that case, $480 doesn't really do your work justice. Because of this, some people instead choose to charge a day rate to cover all work they do in a full day. This is anywhere from $500 to $2,000 per day, depending on that person's level of experience. Or they might charge a flat rate per project if the project scope is clearly defined. If you are using ChatGPT to streamline things, I recommend billing on either a flat rate project basis or else on a day rate basis so that you can charge for the value you bring rather than the time you spend, since you will likely be much more efficient with your time using ChatGPT. As a beginner, you can charge $500 for a day rate, and then you can work your way up to $1,000 or more as you gain experience. Another way to calculate your fee is per word or per page or per email. You can easily charge $50 to $100 per email or per page, especially if you're creating promotional material that will generate significant sales for the company. If you do 10 pages a day or 10 emails in a day with the help of ChatGPT, that's easily $500 to $1,000 for the day. And I'm sure each one of those pages or emails would only take 20 minutes to draft with the help of ChatGPT. So that's only 3 to 4 hours of work for $500 to $1,000. In fact, many people make a career of being a copywriter and they easily make over $100,000 per year, often much more than that. In fact, if you made $1,000 per day and did this as a full-time job, you can easily make $250,000 a year if you found consistent enough work. That's right, you can make more money as a copywriter writing funny, bubbly, simple and clear messages than I make as a lawyer who has to draft complex, convoluted legal contracts and documents. I think I just convinced myself to quit law and become a freelance copywriter. Number 5 on this list is also a side hustle that only requires pretty basic skills. This side hustle is perfect for those who love YouTube, TikTok, and enjoy creating content. You can help people convert long-form videos into short-form TikToks and YouTube Shorts. If you're someone who's interested in learning how to edit videos, this could be a great way to make some extra cash. To get started, you'll need to have access to a video editing software. There are some free editing softwares you can use, but for a pretty small subscription fee, you can have access to some very quality quality editing tools. For example, I use Adobe Premiere. I will leave a link to it in the description down below if you'd like to sign up for Adobe, which I love. I easily taught myself all of the most basic functions to edit videos myself by watching free YouTube tutorials, so this is something you can easily learn for free as you go. You can also edit long-form YouTube videos or other digital content for corporate clients or organizations as you gain more experience. In America, beginners typically charge anywhere from $20 to $45 per hour. Intermediate editors charge $45 to $75 per hour, and advanced editors charge anywhere from $60 to $120 per hour. But these more advanced folks could be working on films and television shows. But don't worry, the average rate for a freelance editor in America is $50 per hour of work. As you develop your skills and you start charging the average rate, you can make an average of $400 for 8 hours of work in one day. You can start by creating some sample videos to showcase your skills and attract potential clients. With this type of daily income, you will find yourself in a position to live the bougie life. Side effects may include traveling to Instagrammable locations, eating gluten-free, vegan, organic, dairy-free avocado toast, drinking artisanal coffee, cold-pressed juices, and craft beers, and like randomly putting chia seeds in your food. Number 6. This is a side hustle that requires some meaningful level of skill, but it's one that no one talks about, and it can make really good money. This is becoming a mobile nail technician. By mobile, I don't mean online. I mean that instead of people coming to a salon, you go to their homes. Being mobile will help you save money because you won't have to pay rent for a salon. If you have a car, you can take on clients in a given area that are pretty close to you so that you can be within driving distance to them without spending too much time in the car or paying too much money for gas. An alternative is having clients come to your home. I know a woman who turned her spare bedroom in her home into a mini salon studio where she sees only one client at a time. This side hustle requires a minor investment in some basic tools and nail polish, but it can be very lucrative, especially if you're not paying rent for a salon. Manicure prices could range anywhere from $25 to $75. A basic manicure would cost about $30, but for a more detailed design, you can pay between $50 to $75. Additionally, a pedicure is about $35 to $60. If people want gel polish instead of regular polish, they will likely fall in the middle to high end of these two ranges. You could easily do both a manicure and a pedicure on the same client in 1 hour, or you can do a manicure for 2 different clients at the same location in 1 hour. This means that in 1 hour you can make between $60 to $135. If you calculate 1.5 hours of driving in a day and 6.5 hours of doing nails, you can make anywhere from $390 to $877 per day as a mobile nail technician. That's right, nail technicians can make more money in a day than many lawyers do. Again, this video is just convincing me to quit law, clearly. If these 6 side hustles don't work for you, I'll be doing more videos like this one with some other side hustle ideas. And don't worry if you're ever feeling down about your lack of skills. Just remember there are people out there who make a living by playing video games on the internet, so there's hope for all of us. Before you go, you should watch this video next to learn the method that helped me save $130,000 in 2 years, even though I clearly make less than a nail technician. Please be sure to hit the like button down below, and thank you all so much for watching.